everybody, it's Stephen and Walter from Japan. Okay, so after we've done what we're going to talk about now, our little gab session, and this could be long, okay? So what I would suggest you do is, depending on the time of day when you're seeing this, if it's morning, grab a couple of coffees, if not a pot. If it's in the evening, grab a bottle of wine with your favorite person and have a good time. I would do that with my favorite person, but he's not here right now. I just have Walter. Okay.
Yeah, same with me.
Yeah, like bite me. Anyways, we've had a really busy day today, our first day, but we're going to back up and we're going to talk about some of the highlights, and then you're going to see some video after we've done our speaking here about everything. And we've got some food to test out as well. We did do some food testing today as we were there. So let's back right up to the airport in Toronto, shall we? While we're recording this, it is Tuesday. What's today's date? Tuesday, May the 12th. Okay. We left on Sunday, May the 10th. We arrived late in the afternoon of Monday, May the 13th. So let's talk about the airport. Well, actually, one of the things that gives me anxiety every time we travel is Toronto Airport, because it's never the same thing twice. And it's always, you don't know what you're doing. Well, surprise, surprise, our check-in was extremely smooth. Car came and picked us up at 7:45. We were ready to go. We zipped along the 407. He did try to save us money. I'll give the guy that. We must have looked poverty-stricken or something. Maybe didn't think he'd get a tip. He says, well, he says it's expensive to take the 407. That's a toll road. And we said, yeah, that's okay. We would rather go that than go through the regular 401 system that goes above Toronto and through, because you don't know what you're going to hit on any given day at any given time. With the 407, yes, you pay for it. But it's faster, it's quicker, and I know that the drivers of these cars that we hire appreciate going on the 407, because those guys, I swear you hear sonic boom. Every one of them is just bang. But they're a really good service. I don't know what the name of the service is. What's the name of the service?
Aeroport Limousine, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't have a beer.
No.
Well, we should have a beer.
So
while we're doing this.
Okay.
Well, we're going to get a beer. Pause for a second. And with the magic of television, instantly we have beer. And we are drinking, what is it?
Sapporo.
Sapporo, which is a Japanese beer. Apparently owns Sleeman's. If you're Canadian, I don't know if they have Sleeman's in Canada or not.
Yes, they have.
Or in the States, I mean.
No, I don't know if they do.
But anyways. Yeah, we've had Sapporo before. Last night we had a Taiwanese beer, wasn't it? Wasn't that Taiwanese?
No. Ache is another Japanese beer.
Oh, okay. But then we have a 7-Eleven beer too.
We had a 7-Eleven beer.
Yeah.
But the 7-Eleven beer was kind of bland.
Oh, well, we'll talk about the 7-Eleven in a minute. We're jumping ahead. So where did I leave off? Oh, airport. Got through. Got there in plenty of time. Got checked in. We had to wait before we could actually we did self-checking of our bags. That seems to be how it works in the airports now, at least in Toronto. And we got those all done. We had to wait about 20 minutes for that gate to open. And off we went. We went through security. No big deal.
There was no lineup.
No, but that was a full body scan.
Yeah, we did a full body.
They're doing now. Yeah. Oh my God. Saw me naked. But I'm sure it wasn't a thrill. I've seen myself naked. It's not a thrill either. But anyways.
I won't comment.
I've seen you naked too. Oh, scary. Anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah. Got through that, got through security. Then we went someplace and had a little brekkie. That wasn't so good. It was expensive, but everything at the airport is expensive. We know this, okay? But it was supposed to be bacon and eggs.
It was a little bit of scrambled eggs, a couple of slices of like overcooked bacon.
Yeah, in fact, I actually kind of complained about it, not figuring they would do much, but that and it had some fried potato cubes. So
it came with one slice of toast that was cut in half.
Was cut in half, and no jam or anything with it.
Yeah, they said they were out of jam.
Now, I can live without jam as long as there's ketchup. I know you're all going to go, oh, that's how gross. No, it's not. It's delicious.
And it had a few potatoes with it.
I said that already.
Oh, yeah,
Keep
yeah.
up with the program. So anyways, I went over to the waitress, says, so could we get some jam, please? No, we're out. I'm sorry. You're a restaurant. How can you be out of jam? Really? As I said, wasn't a big deal to me because I don't eat a lot of jam, but Walter likes his jam. And, well, he had to suffer with that.
No, actually, I don't usually have jam either, but I thought you might have wanted jam.
No, I didn't. I didn't care. If I want,
Oh,
I should have
it
asked.
is,
I should have
peanut
said,
butter.
"Do you have peanut butter?" I bet you they were out of that too.
Yeah.
Because whatever. In fact, the ketchup bottle was a little low as well. So yeah, it was a great one. I think that cost about $20 a piece Canadian.
Yeah.
So, but plus the coffee was on top of that, and the coffee wasn't particularly cheap, not particularly good.
And it wasn't a bottomless cup either.
No, it wasn't. So I think I don't know what that cost is. Probably $50
Yeah.
plus tax or whatever. But I mean, okay, we knew that was going to happen. We wanted to get into the lounge that we got into last time, but apparently it's under construction and we couldn't book in. We could get into the first class lounge if we had been flying first class, but we looked into what it was going to cost for business class. I don't think they call it first class
It's
anymore.
business class.
And we looked at how much extra it would cost us, and it was how much?
Well, if we had bought it before check-in, it was $12,000, but we could have gotten a place for $4,000 on check-in.
Ooh, each one way.
One way.
Yeah, no. So anyways, we waited for the plane. Yeah, well, we had several hours to wait, but that was okay. We knew I'd rather be early than late. And we wasted away the time there amongst the plebes. And then we got on the plane. We had seats second row from the back because we had what? Was your reasoning?
Is the last 4 rows of the plane are 2 seats together at either side. The plane configuration is on the normal part of the plane is 3 seats by the window, 4 seats in the middle, and 3 seats by the window. But when you get towards the tail, the plane gets skinnier, so they can only put 2 seats by the window, 4 seats in the middle, and 2 seats by the window. So that gave us 2 seats together with an aisle, so we didn't have to worry about a third person.
And we were close to the bathroom.
Yeah.
As well. Now, okay, I have this thing about bathrooms on airplanes. They're small. I'm claustrophobic, for one thing. But the thing that bothers me more is you're standing there with everybody else all waiting to get into the bathroom, right? And it never fails, but the person that's in the bathroom before me has decided this would be an appropriate time to act like a skunk and stink the hole out. So, in there. But whatever. I did go to the bathroom twice on this flight.
Which is unusual.
Yeah,
for
it is
Stephen.
unusual.
He has held it 14 hours before.
I have. Mind you, I'd get off the plane, and if anybody poked me, it would be an explosion. But, you know, blow up real good, like a water balloon. But yeah, so, there was, because where we were sitting, we could see whether there was going to be a lineup. And it didn't seem, well, there were times when it did get a little busy back there, but we could tell then. So I went on off time, and that worked out okay.
Yeah, actually, it was actually a good place to sit.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, it was. The flight was 13 hours. Actually, I tried to sleep. You kind of slept. I kind of did. I dozed in and out after I watched 3 movies.
I didn't really sleep. At least I didn't notice that I had slept. But you said I snored at one point in time, so I don't know. I did feel a little refreshed, but
I didn't. I still felt dragged out. But anyways, but really it wasn't a bad flight at all. And then, though, we thought we were well prepared, and we were. We were told it's going to take you some time to get through customs in Japan, but you have to do this online declaration, which Walter did our declarations before we left. In fact, it's mandatory. You have to have this done before you go. It's not, I know it's not difficult, is it?
No, it's not difficult.
Don't
You
give us a
just
blow to blow.
have to sign. It just asks you for your passport information. And then it asks you, like, are you going to bring weapons in or anything like that? Or do you have over $10,000 in cash? And
Oh,
stuff
God,
like
no.
that. So it's just the standard questions. And are you importing any noxious chemicals or stuff like
No, or
that.
drugs. Any drugs on you?
So you just fill this out, and it produces a QR code for your phone, and you can copy it. So I gave Steve a copy of it and stuff too. And so we had to show that when we went through.
So my understanding was this was going to speed up the process much quicker, and that in my mind I had, okay, we've got this done. We're going to go in, there's going to be a kiosk, we're going to scan that information, and we're going to go through, and they're going to say, bye, welcome to Japan, and off we go, and we'll be in and out within 10 minutes. Well, first of all, we're at the
It
back.
was a little confusing what you had to do.
It was, yeah, but they had people all along the line. The line was like, you have to be this high to ride this ride, kind of a line, and it goes for days and days and days, but it kept moving. And they make sure, the Japanese people that working there made sure you knew where you were to go. They would be pointing you, leading you along, and moving you along. And so the only snag we had with that was when we got up to, we're looking for how do we now exit. At that point, we had already picked up our luggage. Okay, I had a little scary moment. Walter's luggage came down relatively quickly. I'm waiting for mine, and I checked I put an air tag in my backpack, as I always do. So I'm not seeing it, so I checked it. Well, my air tag's saying, oh yeah, it's 10,000 kilometers away from you, meaning it's still in Toronto. And I don't know, maybe the battery isn't set right in that thing. No, it didn't say low battery. I put fresh batteries in it. So I don't know why it could detect my little shoulder bag.
Well, it could be down in the luggage hold. It wasn't connecting properly.
Maybe, but I was getting a little worried. And there was a lady standing beside me, and she was a little worried about hers too. She was having the same problem. She had an air tag in hers, and she says, it's not here, according to this. I says, I know, same thing. But then it did appear, and I went, oh, thank God for that.
And they do a nice job of handling the luggage, because one guy noticed that all the luggage that was coming out that were regular suitcases had the wheels all pointing up, right? And in our suitcases are soft because they're backpacks. And they put them in a separate hard
tray. Yeah, quite a big tray actually.
Yeah.
High sides on it, the whole bit. Yeah, I had seen videos where and I didn't notice it there because I wasn't on the side for it, and I don't know if you saw this, but there is an attendant standing where the suitcases get shot out, onto the conveyor belt, and they put up a cushion so it doesn't run right into the steel rail that's at the bottom, and they take a cloth and wipe it.
And then make sure your wheels are pointing the right way.
Yeah. So, you don't get that service in Canada. Or I don't think anywhere.
I've never seen it
I've never seen it anywhere else. Usually they're beating the shit out of your luggage. But anyways, so I got it. Then we had to figure out how to get out of the airport. Now, this airport is massive, okay? You walk for miles. I thought Toronto was bad. Tokyo, even worse, at least in terms of distances.
Well, we went to Tokyo Haneda Airport, and this one it's an older airport, but it was a long way to walk. And when we got to where you had to go through customs, there was this huge amount of people there, and I thought it would take forever to get through. But actually, it wasn't too bad.
I know, I just talked about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you with the program yet?
Yeah, no.
Are you still jet lagged? No.
No.
Is it senility?
Never mind. Well, you're the one that kept forgetting what subway stop we're going to.
Well, because you kept changing them.
No, I wasn't.
No, you were. Anyways, we'll talk about that in a moment. So, we got here, then we had to get out, and we couldn't figure out. Apparently, there was another kiosk we had to go to, and we had to scan that code again. No, we had to scan our passport.
Scan our passport, and it took our picture.
Then it assigned us a letter, A or B. And then when you went to this other line and you went in, there were attendants standing there, and they had a great big screen. And it was face recognition on you. And it would come up whether you're an A or B. The first time we did it, not knowing we had to go to this other machine,
we had a question mark.
And so he said, okay, I guess we go over there. So we watched other people, and followed the pack. And then we went out, and we were gone. So then we had to find the subway to take from the airport, and that wasn't too bad. We had that. And we already had what's
Well,
called.
I had already studied what subway I had to take to get to where we were going, where we stay here. And the hotel I chose was close to a subway stop that I knew would be direct from the airport.
Yeah.
So
that wasn't too bad. And we had something called a Suica card, which
it's their transit card.
Yeah, which we had already arranged for online before we left home, and we already charged up
we
3,000 yen.
Added it to our Apple Wallet.
Yeah, we added it to our Apple Wallet, so it's on our phone, and we put 3,000 yen on it, which is $30. That was a recommendation. You could put 2,000, 3,000, or 5,000 yen on it. We put 3,000 in the middle, and anyways, that's what primarily you use to get on and off the subways, and all it is just like it is in England, other places, or in Canada, Presto card, things like that. And you just take your phone and you plus it on the thing as you go through, and then when you come out, you do it again. It registers it, and it's not expensive for the subway.
No, it's only about.
Well, from the airport, it was less than $5 Canadian.
It was less than $5 Canadian each from the airport, so it cost us $10 to get the airport.
And you're quite a ways from the airport, from downtown Tokyo. I'm not sure how far it is, but it's a ways. Anyways, what, you gonna show your secret card?
No, yeah. Well, this is the card that you get on your phone, the Suica card.
That's what it looks like.
And it's the train station. Today, most of the charges were around $2, less than $2.
Yeah.
For the subway.
I mean, if you were to do this in Toronto, an average subway ride is well over $3.
Yeah.
Canadian. So yeah, bargain here. So that's a must. If you come to Japan, you're going to take the public transit system. You need to get a Suica card. Suica card.
Depending on where you go, like Tokyo, it's Suica, but if you go to Osaka, it's another name called Pasmo. But there, you can use them all over the whole country.
Yeah, they're interchangeable. All right. So, anyways, we got to the hotel. Now, the hotel they're small, like the rooms. Okay, they're not the standard we're used to in North America, but we knew that before we're coming here. We weren't worried about that. And I already have a video that shows you what the room is like. It is very, very clean. And it's very comfortable.
I'm very happy with what, I mean, I went and reviewed on a bunch of reviews and stuff like that. And I'm pleased with what it is like.
The check-in procedure was fairly straightforward. In fact, again, anything that involves people being moved around to things or getting them booked into stuff, the Japanese are very good at this. The young fellow that checked us in, he took our information while we were pre-booked, of course, and everything like that at the counter. Then he took us over to a machine where I think you could actually do it yourself. But he took us over to a machine and showed us how to use it to get our card key for the room and everything, and how that worked, and finished up the process. And he took us right over and helped us out with it. I mean, you get very obvious individual attention that makes you feel a little special here for that, and always very, very pleasant. They can't be too helpful. Okay, so we came up to the room. I've got videos, showed it, and of course the first thing I went to was the Japanese toilet. It took a bit to figure it out. I was afraid that it might, how do I put this gently, castrate me if I hit the wrong button. And I didn't want to go into the bathroom a guy and come out a girl, kind of a thing. But no, it's very easy to operate. You look at the symbols. I didn't have to do any translation. It was all symbols, and I just sat down and played with it. And the first thing you do when you sit down, I was a little disappointed that when I walked into the bathroom, it didn't open up like a greeting. Some do, apparently. But anyways, sat on it, and it's so warm. The seat is all warm. Okay, in Canada, this is a feature we need. is a toilet seat that's warm. Because if you've ever got up in the middle of night in the dead of winter and sat your bottom down on a toilet in our country, well, first thing you do is it's like you're an ice maker, because you're going to have chunks of cubes coming out with that. Well, this is very nicely warmed. And then there are several different selections of flushing. But then there's the arm. And this is the little clean your bottom bar. And it comes out, and oh, you have high pressure, low pressure. You can set the pressures, but there's one sort of a light spraying, and then there's a little heavier duty depending on, you know, what kind of condition you might be in. Oh, it is so nice. It feels so good. You've used it, haven't you?
No,
You haven't used it yet. Oh, yeah. Walter will be constipated for 3 days before that. Well, when he gets to the point where he needs to, he will be in heaven. It's just going to tickle his fancy, or fanny, one or the other. So, yeah, those are fun. Love it. Love the toilet. And I have on the video that you'll see after this, I show you what the toilet looks like. It's clean. Don't worry. The bathroom is set up with a huge shower and tub in the same room. And you basically shower. It's a lovely shower. The rain head that it has on it and everything. And then it has a thing on a pole, you know, too. So, as Walter said, to get to your bits with that.
Yeah, it's a little confusing at first to use it. Because Steve had a water wiggle.
I had a water wiggle on there because I'm shooting it out across the bathroom. But it's all a glassed-in cubicle kind of a thing. It's quite big. It's quite big. You could have a little orgy in there. Anyways, the room is very comfortable. Television, well,
their regular TV stations are not too exciting. They're all in Japanese, which, you know, you kind of expect. But it looks kind of like garbage TV.
Yeah.
It's all really weird looking stuff.
Yeah, a lot of the things here in Japan are anime and manga, or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Like their signs,
and it looks
everything
like they
that.
have these garish, you know, like quiz shows or what do you call it? You know, like game shows and stuff in there.
On there, CNN is on there. That's in English. But what we found is there is a button on a remote control for hooking up YouTube to it. You have to kind of do an activation to your account using your phone on that. But that seems to work okay, with the exception that the controls along, you know how YouTube has your little control bar on that. That's all in Japanese. And I don't have those memorized. You think I would?
Well, you can point to Google at it and get it.
Well, yeah, I figured out. But so we do have television. Not that we'll watch a lot here, and I can get my YouTube things and whatnot like that on it. So anyways, we were jet lagged. So we went down to the 7-Eleven, which is actually a part of this hotel. 7-Elevens are everywhere. They're not like 7-Elevens in North America. You can get meals in there. So last night we tried, and I got that on video as well for you. We tried 2 kinds of chicken, sort of chicken cutlets or whatever.
Yeah, the chicken cutlets. Actually, we had eaten most of the cutlet.
Before I started to take
the video, and we didn't get any today. But they're a little chicken patty.
Yeah,
and
they're warm.
They're warm. And you can get a couple of different kinds, and actually they're really good.
They're really tasty. We got a salty one, and that tasted exactly like KFC.
Yeah.
And then we got what was the other one?
Spicy one.
The spicy, not that spicy.
That was, it wasn't very spicy, but it had a different flavor than but not unpleasant.
No, they were actually both thumbs up on that. And then we got the sandwiches, and we got a couple more of those. We're having those for tonight because we had some other stuff earlier today. But and one is the egg salad sandwich, the egg sandwich as they call it. And I have seen on YouTube videos, many of them say you have to try the egg sandwiches. They're very popular. Well, yes, they're very good. They taste slightly different from what we know as egg salad. But you know, there's different ways of making egg salad. But actually very tasty. And the bread, though, is fantastic. It has all the crust cut off, and it's so soft.
Soft and airy. It's not. Yeah. It's not like the white bread that you get.
It's not like Wonder Bread.
It's not like where you press it and it all sticks together, right? It's very airy and it's spongy.
Very airy and light. And then they have the fruit sandwich. Absolutely delicious. I've got one with my name on it in the fridge right now. Our room came with a little fridge. It has strawberry and pineapple and
mandarin orange
and whipped cream, and in this nice soft bread.
It's whipped cream, but it's not overly sweet.
No,
it's actually very light tasting. It's really quite
it's a
tasty.
Dessert sandwich. Yeah, so we had the chicken first, then we had the egg salad. The chicken was our appetizer, our egg salad sandwich was the main course, and then we had the dessert sandwich. So all your basics for a meal in one thing. So we went back down to the 7-Eleven when we got back today and picked up more beer. We're trying different kinds of beer with that. And I made a fruit smoothie, and it's on the video as well. And it's delicious. And what you do is you buy a cup of this mixed fruit. And they have different ones. And if you want a green smoothie, they have one that's got kale in it with pineapple or something, or bananas, I don't know what. I think the one I got had bananas, blueberries, and maybe some strawberries or something. And you put it in this machine, and I didn't know how to operate the machine. I mean, it had these instructions on the front of it, and so those were easy enough to follow, except for you had to scan. You buy the cup first with the fruit in it, pay for it, then you take it to the machine, and you're supposed to scan the barcode. It wasn't taking it, but there was this nice lady getting a coffee or something there, and she tried to help me out. Still wasn't working, and I was going to say to her, don't worry about it, I'll just go to the guy that was. She went right over to him, and she got him, and he came right over, and he showed me what to do.
Yeah, there was a button you had to push
next.
Yeah.
And away it went, and you'll see that in the video. And I like smoothies. Walter's comment was, I wonder if there's any added sugar to this. I don't think there was any sugar. I think it was pure fruit.
It was pure fruit, and I think I'll probably get one maybe tomorrow or something.
Yeah. They're delicious. I don't know how much it cost. Did you remember what it said?
I can't remember.
I don't know. We're not looking at prices a lot, Things are fairly reasonable.
Yeah, okay? Everything's very reasonable in price. Like when we get the beer here, actually the beer's cheaper than it is in Canada. So
yeah. And the other thing too is we're paying in yen, and when we left home, the yen was 87 cents Canadian. 1 yen, 87 cents. So we're getting...
It's 100 yen is 87 cents.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
1,000 yen is $8.70.
Yeah.
So
I had to pay for cash for something today, and she said it was 2,800 or no 3,800 yen. And I'm looking in my wallet, and it's clearly marked on that, but something in my head was saying that I had a 20,000 yen bill. I don't know if they have a 20,000 yen bill.
No, they don't.
It was a 2,000 yen, and then
they have 1,000 yen, they have 2,000 yen, and they have 5,000 yen and 10,000 yen.
I could have paid by credit, like tap, but they only accepted at these kiosks pay, which must be their equivalent to, like, I don't know.
I'll have to look it up. I was going to look it up tonight.
But every place else we've been, that was the first place we've paid cash. Every other place, I've used my watch, my Apple Pay. It's been no problem. In fact, there are machines at their counter, like the 7-Eleven. You look at this machine and go, oh my God, it takes every kind of payment there is in the world. You can put cash into it. You can put a credit card, swipe it, slide it, tap it. And there's other stuff in there. Like you're looking and going, oh my God, how does this work? But it does. So, yeah, we were pretty much tired out last night. Went to bed. I don't know what time it was we went to bed.
It was around 8 or 9.
8 or 9, their time.
Their time. But, we had basically been up all night type of thing. For what little sleep we had on the plane.
Yeah.
So,
but then I woke up at about 1:30 this time here.
Actually, I slept fairly well all last night. I woke up a couple of times, like I said, to go to the bathroom or have some water. because I was dry.
A little dry, yeah. Well, that's what I woke up to. I was a little dry.
And then, but I slept pretty much right through, so I got quite a bit of sleep.
Yeah, I got quite a bit of sleep, and then I was probably awake for another. I woke up again probably around, I don't know, I didn't look at the clock. It was probably 2, and I kind of dozed back and forth, and then I finally got to sleep again, and we got up. What time was it? 6? No, 7,
Yeah.
6:30?
Around 6,
Something
yeah,
like
6:30,
that.
yeah.
You know, we weren't in a rush for anything. So yeah, the beds are very comfortable, I found. It's 2 reasonably sized beds. They're bigger than a single.
Yeah, actually, they're decent sized bed. They're bigger. I think they're bigger than a single.
Well, there's not much room in here. There's about 6 inches of space between the side of my bed and the wall.
Yeah.
More space where we are right now. But if I reach out over here like
You
this,
very much touch
I'm
the
touching
bed, yeah.
Walter's bed.
But I mean,
and they're pushed together.
The room's small, but it's not tiny. It's a decent size.
Well, that's on the video, so you can assess it for yourselves.
I mean, if you were in on a cruise ship, I think this room is bigger than a cruise ship.
This is probably bigger than what's on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
But no, it's very comfortable, very clean. Now, they come every 3rd day to clean unless you ask them to come before that. There's this towel service they have, which there's a bag that's hanging up here. And you take your dirty towels, if you want fresh ones, and you throw them in that bag, and you're supposed to put it outside your door by 1:30 in the afternoon. And if you're out and about, and we've seen it, other people, when you come back, you have a bag of new fresh towels for you. So we haven't done that yet because, okay, we've only used the towels, well, twice, because we took a shower when we got here, and then this morning. But anyways, bathroom, you already saw it was very nice or anything. So yeah, very nice. Are we paying an arm and a leg for this place?
I think it works out to about $320 Canadian a night.
Well,
which is
that's
it's for being inside a big city.
Well, if you went downtown Toronto, and what did we pay the last time we stayed?
Well, we stayed in a cheap hotel.
Well,
it was
that's
in the middle
right.
of the winter, so
yeah, it was off-season.
But I looked around at different hotels, and I could have gotten one maybe a bit cheaper than this, but it was fairly minimal, and but it wasn't a whole lot cheaper. Could have gotten another one that was recommended that was a little bit more expensive, but I kind of liked the location of this hotel. It's right between 2 main subway stops, and we're within 10-minute walk of the Tokyo train station. So when we need to take the train to Osaka, we can just walk to the train station and take the train. So I thought we were right near major transportation hub, and I'd never been here before, so I thought, well, this would be a good location to go in. So far, like, we have a subway stop that's like a half a block away. So
let's talk about the subway system, okay? At first glance, it could be very overwhelming depending on where you're coming from. If you're coming from a small community, you're not used to subway systems, period, you're probably going, oh my God, with that. Well, okay, Google Maps is your friend for that, for figuring out the subway system. But here's the problem that gets me about the subway system, and I'll get over it. It's in another language. So you're looking at it and going, I don't know. However, they do print the English for it on most of the signs.
They print the English pronunciations of the words on there, but some of them can be quite long.
Quite long, and
But what they've done also is all the lines are different colors, and they've also created a numbering system where they number all the stops, and the stops coordinate with the other lines that you have to transfer to. So you might be on a red line and it may have a name this long, right? But you can say, I need to go to stop 9.
Yeah.
Or I need to go to stop 10.
Or G9 or something like that, because that's the first letter of the name of the line, and they're all colored coded.
So they've done it very well to make it as easy for somebody as possible. And the other thing they do is they announce all the station stops in both Japanese and in English. And boy, they have screens inside the train that show you when the next stop is. It shows you on the screen what exit to take, how to exit the station. It shows you I can't remember
which doors you go through.
Yeah,
but it's on the right side, the left side.
Tells you which doors will open on the train. It's really
It
amazing.
gives you the time between stops. So you look up and it'll tell you it's 2 minutes to the next stop, 3 minutes to the next one, 1 minute to the next one up there. So it's all very well organized.
And it also tells you which other lines that it intersects with that you can change with.
If you have to transfer a line. So yeah, it works out very well. And the people on the subway, totally different mentality. First of all, and I had heard this on a YouTube video, on a subway train, it is considered bad taste to have loud conversations. In fact, they suggest people try to remain silent. They may be plugged into with their earbuds to their phones, and most of them are, and the whole bit, but they are not having loud conversations, and it's kind of frowned on for that kind of thing. People are polite when the doors open up, and okay, these subways are packed, all right, but I'm claustrophobic, and this always makes me on a subway system. I don't like it with a lot of people in the car. There's a lot of people in the car, but I don't really feel threatened.
No.
They're very, when you come to your stop and you have to get through a few people, they part. As they see you coming through, they part. No problem.
I felt very comfortable.
Very comfortable in there, yeah. Wasn't worried about someone being an asshole or somebody, some drunken idiot walking down the car begging for money or anything like that. It's all very pleasant. And when you go to get on the train, you come up to a little gate. The gate's closed, so people cannot fall over onto the track or worse, commit suicide or something. And you stand in front of that gate, but there's little arrows that show you that the people coming off the train come off first. You stand to the side, and they come down through the middle, and you go in. And people follow that rule, and it works very efficiently.
Each gate, it tells you which subway car you'll be in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're at this gate, you're going to be in car number 3. Also, there's... At first, when we heard this, we're getting used to it now, but we heard it played this little music.
Just before it leaves or whatever, it plays this little tune.
And it's kind of like the music you associate if you've ever gone into a cheap store and bought a Chinese toy or something that plays music, and it's all that kind of, I don't know how to describe it. Well, but that music plays to let you know this is how much time you have to get your ass onto the train before it's going to get caught in the door. I mean, they do watch, so that people don't get caught up on it. But it's kind of, and that only plays for 20 seconds or something. So in other words, don't loiter, get on the train. But I'm finding you don't have to panic with it. As long as you're standing there in front of the gate, even with people in front of you, because people are lined up for it, you'll get on. And basically nobody is really, it's tight, but no one's like so cramped in there you can't breathe. And they're air conditioned. And that's a good thing today, because the temp here today was about 25 Celsius.
Yeah, it was warm.
It was warm. So, but it was very pleasant. And the subway will take you anywhere in Tokyo. So yeah, best way to go, I think, with that. Well, there is no alternative, because you couldn't physically, well, you could, but you'd be exhausted. Some places that we were going to in that, when you looked at Google, how long is it going to take you to walk? Well, 3 hours.
You could take a taxi, but it would be expensive.
Yeah, it probably would be expensive. Well, we don't really know for sure what they charge.
Well, I read that it's about $100 from the airport to get here.
Okay.
Where we spent $10.
We spent $5.
Well,
$10
$10 for 2.
but whatever. So anyways, that we did. So we made our way up to a temple, and the temple's name is
Sensoji.
Sensoji.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyways, we were there early because there's all these little market stalls that run the full length of the pathway that takes you through the gates and up to the main temple. And it's quite, and you see it in the video. But we were there a little early, so there wasn't all of the stalls open, but by the time we got up to the main temple proper and then started coming back, well, then they were all opened up, and they have like food and trinkets, whatever you want to buy.
I'm glad we went that time of the day because it was very busy when we went, and I could imagine that it's much more busy as time goes on.
And in fact, tomorrow there is a big celebration at the temple.
It's not tomorrow, it's the day after.
Oh, the day after, okay. You told me tomorrow.
No, I didn't.
But you did correct it at one point, but I forgot you corrected it. But anyways, I stand to be corrected.
Starting Thursday.
Yeah.
They have a 4-day celebration. They have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday up by this temple. And they estimate there's going to be about 3 million people there.
It was busy there today at the time we were there. I can't imagine what it would be like to be there with 3 million people.
They're having a parade and everything.
Oh, yeah. No, we're staying far away from that. So we did that. And we went up there. They have a visitors center across the road from the temple, and they have an observation level. It's not all that high, but it gives you a good view of the temple, and you'll see that in the video too. What did we do after that?
We took a walk to Skytree.
Oh yes, we went to Skytree, which is their equivalent of a CN Tower for the Canadians.
It's actually a little taller than the CN Tower.
Yeah, and that was interesting. Very well organized as well, except Walter had a little problem, and we didn't have to do it that way, but we didn't know. Signage, there's lots of signage, but it can be confusing because it's written in Japanese, of course. There is English underneath, but it
isn't always in a way that's clear.
No, there's so much of it in your face that you kind of get lost and turned around.
And I mean, I did Google Maps, and it sort of told me where to go, but it was we got in the general area, but then we couldn't figure out where the entrance was.
Yeah, we finally did figure all that out, and we got up there, and yes, and you'll see spectacular views of Tokyo, and you'll see just how big Tokyo is. It's
and
like
it was
30.
Really.
How many million?
Well, it's about 14 million for the regular area of Tokyo, but then the outlying areas, that's all joined together, which Tokyo is one big city with all these other outlying areas. It's like 30 million people.
It's the largest city in the world.
Yeah.
So, yeah. However, walking down the streets of it, we feel very safe.
And actually, the traffic doesn't seem to be too bad for a big city.
And it's clean. It is very, very clean.
I mean, you could eat off the sidewalks.
You could eat off the sidewalks. Yeah. It's rare if you see anything on a sidewalk. I mean, I saw somebody's receipt on the side of a sidewalk for something.
And that was the only piece of trash we had encountered at that point.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we did the Skytree, as it's called. And then we went, and that's when we went and decided to have lunch. Sort of tourist trappy. It's all these vendors. They look like they're probably owned by the same corporation because the signage is all pretty much the same. But they have we got fried chicken bento and the fried pork chop. Bento. Pork chop's boneless. Yeah. So it's just pork. And it had rice and something green and something that was very crunchy. It was some kind of pickled something. It was yellow. I'm not sure what it was, but actually that wasn't bad. Not easy to eat with chopsticks. The chopsticks that were provided were really cheap chopsticks. And
neither one of us are great at chopsticks.
Especially when it comes to, so I don't know. I just picked up the meat and ate it with my fingers. Kind of a deal. Flavor wise, I preferred the chicken over the pork chop. although the pork chop was.
He got the pork
bad.
chop, and then I got chicken, and then we switched
We changed.
We changed because he didn't care for the pork that much, and I was okay with the chicken, but I was okay with either one. So
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't horrible or anything like that. It was just, and this is what I'm finding so far. We haven't been here long enough yet, but to taste everything. What I'm finding about Japanese food is texture. Texture for me is a little different. Things are a little, I don't know how to describe it, but they're oozy. They're soft, but goopy. So, like, I don't know. I haven't had much yet. So, yeah. Oh, I forgot all about brekkie, which we had here in the hotel. It's in a coffee shop. You went in and you had to take a number, and that's how they would see you. But it was in Japanese. But there was a guy behind us who was not Japanese, but he obviously had been there before and knew how it worked. And he says, oh no, he says, you just push that button and it'll shoot out a thing, a number, and they look after you. I said, okay, great. So we did, and very quickly, a waiter came and got us and put us at a seat. And he brought us English menu, but we went there because one of the things, if you got a coffee, you got free toast with either egg salad, spreadable egg salad, an egg, like I look like a hard-boiled egg or something in the picture, or what they call red bean paste, and it's sweet. It's like a jam. So we decided to order one with the egg salad and one with the red paste so we could try it. The red paste is actually very good. Red bean paste. I mean, the name kind of puts you off. You think, what, red bean paste? What's that? But it's very sugary. But it tastes like a jam, but it doesn't really have.
Well, it doesn't
sweet.
have a fruit taste.
It doesn't have fruit taste, but it doesn't have an unpleasant taste.
No.
It's okay. And the bread.
And it was funny because the first taste I got of it, I thought, I'm not sure if I like this. And then the second,
it grows on you.
It kind of grows on you.
Grows on you. And I mean, okay, so the coffees were expensive. Well, I don't know if they were. I also got a little bit of yogurt because I always like to have my yogurt in the morning. And of course, there was no choice of into flavor of yogurt. So I figured, well, okay, it's going to be plain yogurt. But they had honey on it. And actually, it was very good. I really liked it. It was nice and smooth, and the honey added the sweetness to it, and that was good. So we ordered 2 large black Americanos because we didn't know what to order. There was other coffees, but we wanted something in mass quantities for coffee, and we were afraid we were going to get a demi-tasse if we ordered one of the others or something. So we'll have to... I think actually they are a bigger cup. Maybe not as big as what we had, because that was a large cup of coffee. Mm-hmm. But what was that? That came to $17 or $17.50.
17,000 yen.
Yeah.
Which works out to about $15 Canadian.
Yeah. So I mean, $7.50 a coffee, like, because this toast and with the other.
I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it was good. And the bread, the toast it's really not when you picture toast.
No.
Okay. This was thick. It was a rectangle.
It was a great big thick piece.
And
about that long type of thing.
It was toasted but soft in the center. And actually, that's how I like my toast at home too. Walter likes his that looks like carbon, but I like mine like just lightly toasted, please, and a little bit soft. Well, it was delicious bread. I mean, they make, so far the bread we've had here in the sandwiches and has been very, very good. So that was earlier, and then we'd already done the temple and
the Skytree. And then next to the Skytree was an aquarium.
Oh yes, the aquarium.
So we decided to go into the aquarium, and it was nice.
It's not huge.
It wasn't very big.
No, they had penguins.
Yeah.
And seals.
Big thing of penguins.
Yeah, big thing, and you'll see that on the video too. And then we went and we wanted to check out where we have to meet for tomorrow night when we have our food tour.
And plus we're going to an activity tomorrow called Team Labs Borderless.
Yeah.
And that's in the morning. and we wanted to make sure we knew how to get
how
there.
to get there. And it was a little tricky, but we figured it out. And it was a little tricky figuring out where this thing is where we have to meet for the food tour as well.
Yeah.
And so when we figured that out, we decided we wanted beer and maybe something to eat. So we went to down a little side alley from where we have to meet for this food tour. And there's all kinds of these little places all over. They're called
izakayas or something.
Something like that. And they're very, very tiny. This is one thing. If you are somebody who cannot walk far distances, you don't do stairs well, you need to sit down frequently, Tokyo's not for you. There's very few places where you can sit. I think you need to go into a park area. Even in a mall or something like that, there's no place to sit.
And you have to walk long distances.
And, yep.
And there are a lot of stairs, at the subways. And I mean, they do have elevators, but you have to really look for them. And you'd still have to get to them, to the elevators.
Yeah.
And there even was one spot we were in somewhere either today even the Skytree. They had an escalator that went down. But if you wanted to go up, you had to walk up.
You had to walk up, like not up to the top, but
No.
there's another little level kind of a thing when you're up in the observation area from it. So yeah, this is no wonder they're skinny. I mean, they're up and down stairs and no place to sit. They're standing all the time.
Yeah, but if you're someone that has difficulty walking, there's a lot of. It would be difficult to get around here.
Yeah. So, although they are accommodating to people in wheelchairs, for the subway system, and we saw what up in the tower.
Yeah, but you'd have to have somebody.
Oh, you'd have to somebody helping. Yeah, like, there's no two ways about that. But yeah, so we went to one of these little street side cafes
or whatever. Yeah,
and we happened to see it was fairly busy. But we saw one place there was a table open, so said to a guy that was out there, a young lad, said, "Okay, can we sit here?" And he says, "Oh yeah," and
I think they expected you to have food, right? So.
Yeah, because there is a table charge of $330 yen a person, so about $3.30. Or a little less in Canadian for that. And he says, he kind of said it to us almost apologetically, and he says, that's okay. Because I had read about that or saw it on a YouTube that they do charge for that kind of thing. Because seating is limited. Anyways, we sat there, we ordered 2 large drafts. And one thing I'll say here, so far the beer we have had anywhere, and there's only been 2 places we've had it, it's cold. It is cold. And you might think, well, shouldn't it be? Yes, it should be. But we have been to places in our own country, in England or wherever, where in a hot day and the beer, they say it's cold beer, not that cold. Here it's cold, very cold. So that's a nice thing. So we decided to get some food. They brought us some little dish with looked like some sliced up chicken in sort of green stuff. It was sort of a coleslaw like, but very little. I guess that was something they do when you come in and order. We tried it. The chicken was cold and it was kind of dry. And the pickled stuff that was there, it was okay, but nothing to write home about. Anyways, we decided to be adventuresome and we ordered octopus balls. Yeah, not sure whether we got, like where we were eating in that, I don't think we were getting the best food. I was surprised the octopus balls, they're deep fried, they were sweet. They tasted kind of like a gooey donut to me, but there was
a strange flavor.
It wasn't unpleasant, but it was definitely a flavor we have never really had before. But what it was, again, for me, it was texture. These things
Well, the
kind
dough,
of...
it's like the dough that it's not, but I have read about this before. The dough is kind of liquid on the inside. It's like it's not cooked or solid all the way through.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
the way to
kind of
describe
mushy on the inside, and it is a weird texture.
Yeah. So
And also the flavor is a little, I can't say it's off-putting, like it's not gross or anything, but it's not, it's a different flavor than I've ever had before.
now I'm sure we're going to get comments where people say, "Well, you didn't
But
have
you
good
know
ones."
what?
And we
Yeah,
probably
might not.
didn't. We
You know,
probably didn't. We don't know yet.
They supposedly have good ones in Osaka, so I'll try it when we're down there.
That's why we're going on this food tour, to find out what's good, what's not good, or
Yeah.
what we should be trying in the whole bit. I mean, this place too did have sushi. No. If I'm going to try sushi, I keep saying I am, and I'm a little afraid of it, but that'll be on the food tour, because he'll take us someplace where it is, you know, proper sushi, I guess. I'm hoping. And we'll see from that. So we did that, and yeah, then we got on the subway and got on the wrong one and ended up having to...
No, that was going to that, where was it? That wasn't on the one coming back to here. That was the one when we were going to the Team Labs thing.
Oh, yeah. Anyways.
No, actually, one problem is that one subway here was they have about three or four different types, and some will skip stops to make it more express, and it's hard to figure out which one's the express and which one's not.
And the one we needed to get off from,
we needed to get off on stop 13, and it skipped 12 and 13.
Yeah.
So we got off
at another stop before that and got on to another line. And we worked it out. I mean, not a big problem. So, and there was one subway that said that you found on the phone, said, okay, there may be extended delays because they had a trouble with the door on that. Okay, you have to understand something. In Japan, when they say they have an extended delay, when we hear extended delay, we think, oh, it's going to be hours and hours. It might be that their train is going to run 2 minutes late. So yeah, we took that one anyways, and it was fine. There was no problem. So I guess they'd solved the problem by the time we got on it or whatever. So yeah, they're very efficient. There was even a guy cleaning the gates that let you onto the subway. That's how clean this place is, okay? They clean the gates, yeah. That wouldn't happen in where we live, not at all. They'd be covered over in graffiti and crud, and it would be that way forever. Okay, so then we came back here. We went downstairs to 7-Eleven. Already told you about that and everything. So what's on for tomorrow, Walter?
Tomorrow we've got Team Labs in the morning, and then in the afternoon at 5 o'clock we're going on a food tour, and it's the sushi and some wagyu beef on the food tour. So, and in between that, we're going to be doing something else. I don't know why. And
we'll figure it all out as it is. I mean, we're here for quite a few days, so can't do it all in one day. Well, the way we go, we probably could, but
we might go to Team Labs first, depending on when we get out of there. We might go back to the hotel room for a few minutes and change, and then go to or
change into what?
Or
who are you gonna be?
Or freshen up or whatever, so that we go out in the afternoon, or we'll just go out and do
explore
some more. Explore some more.
It's a huge city. So yep. And my little doggies are tired right now too, and we still have to go to Don Quixote, which is this huge store that has everything in it you ever wanted, and it's kind of like discount prices on stuff.
We need to walk around here more because there's Tokyo Station, and the front of Tokyo Station is the Emperor's Palace or whatever.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then there's big gardens there. There's a temple on that side. There's a place across the road from the Tokyo station that's supposed to be nice. And
Yeah. Well, anyways, we have a lot planned, and this little segment of what we're talking about took almost an hour. Told you, second pot of coffee if you're watching this in the morning with it all. But now what I'll do is I'll insert the videos from the last, well, from the time we arrived here until we did this, so you can see a lot of the things up close and personal that we were talking about. And stay tuned, there'll be another video tomorrow about our adventures in Japan. So thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoy the video, and we'll see you all later. Bye.
bye.
Okay, so we have arrived. We're in the Tokyo airport right now. Just got off the plane and popped into the washroom for just a second. And I did take a peek at one of the cubicles, and there was a Japanese toilet there, but I didn't use it. So we'll wait till we get to the hotel for the full experience on that one. It's a big airport. Walter says this is the old one. I
The
didn't.
old one, and they just added international travel to it's more domestic
Oh,
one, but it's closer to the city than the other one is.
oh,
The
okay.
brand new big one. It's all international, but it's about an hour and a half away from the city.
Oh.
So,
So now we got to go through customs. We don't know how long this is going to take. We have electronic things that we filled out before we left home that you have to do before you can get in here. And so we'll see how this all works. Okay, that was a journey from the airport on the subway to the hotel room. Checking in was fairly efficient. We had lots of paperwork there. Walter read the Google Maps upside down, but that was only for a brief moment. Then we got here. And now, as promised, Japanese toilet. Haven't done anything with it yet, just walked into the room. I told you I wanted to see a Japanese toilet. So, we have these buttons, and it's anybody's guess. We have power on. I think that one lifts the lid. Then there's the temperature of the water, and then there's a leaf, which I have no idea what that's for, and I don't know what the other one, and there's a whirligig.
I might have to look it up on the internet. Wait a
So,
minute. Does it say here? To use? No.
no, to use up the end of,
Then we have here flush.
I think it's translated. So the whirligig is flush. There's a heavy flush, a light flush, an econo flush, oscillate. Not sure what oscillate is. Buttons down here. Stop. Rear, it shows you, and it's powdering your bum bum. And it's soft as well on your, I don't know, I think that's a soft sprinkle. I'm not sure. Then it does your front side. I guess that's for some other types of people. There's pressure and there's position. Okay. So do I manually, if I hit?
I don't think you should touch those buttons. I think you touch the buttons here.
Okay, so how does it turn on? What's this button do?
It may not lift the cover automatically. I don't know.
Maybe not. Okay.
See the little thing?
There's a little thingy down in there. If I hit the water thing, are we going to flood the bathroom? Let's see. Let's do a cono flush. Okay, that's a cono flush. Okay. If we do the little spritzy thing, this one's soft.
Well, there's buttons on top and there's buttons here.
No, yeah, I know. These ones run, these up here.
Oh, yeah.
These ones run, the buttons down here.
Oh, okay.
So soft, I don't know if I should do this. That's a soft
the
flush.
echo flush.
No, that's the soft, that's the echo flush. Okay, it's the button down here. Sorry, I'm moving the camera all over the place trying to figure this out. It's not ready to go yet.
I wonder if it has a sensor for
Oh,
you to sit
maybe you
down.
have to when you sit down on it. Well, we have to experiment tomorrow. I'll fill you in because I'm not going to show you me actually using it. Okay, I just used this toilet. I kind of figured out how it works. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. The only thing is it doesn't automatically open up when you enter the room. And like I've seen on YouTube, and it has an oscillate setting, but I'm not sure what the oscillate is. So yeah, but this bathroom, it's not huge, but nice. Look at all the amenities it comes with. Hairbrush, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that stuff. And this is the shower room, because there's the shower head, there's a floor and a drain. So you basically shower right in here, or you can take a bath. So that's kind of interesting how that all works. So let's see the rest of the room. It's not a huge room. I think this is a pant press.
Yeah, it is.
Haven't seen one of those in years. And you can see that the room is not huge, but on either side of the bed, there are lots of USB outlets. I think there's not sure if there's USB-C or not. I can't tell from here.
I only have one here.
You only have one?
USB-A.
There's a bunch here. You sure you only have one?
No, there's one plus a plug.
Yeah, and if you look underneath the plug, there's a couple of slots. It looks like. Isn't there? Well, maybe not.
No, it's
just writing.
Yeah.
It's just the plug. Yeah, okay. So there's one USB-A and then just an outlet, plug outlet. So there's one of each size. That's okay. I can make that work. We do have a little sitting area here where you can see Walter's put his. My cameramanship right now is not very good because I'm tired. And yeah, but anyways, that. And then of course we have chest of drawers under here and television set. And we have a lovely view of the building next door.
We're on the 13th floor and all we see is the building.
Yeah, we're on the 13th floor and they have a little bag in here if you need to go shopping. I guess it's got something on, or maybe this is for towel collection bag. Oh, please place, I'm sorry, didn't get it in the shop. Please place used towels in this bag and hang it on the doorknob by 1:30 p.m. Okay, so you get clean towels whenever you need them that way. So it's a nice room. It's all air conditioned, of course, and there's the thermostat. Interesting lighting, very clean, very efficient in here as well. So, but that toilet, oh, I have to have a private discussion with Walter about it though, because there's something I need to tell him about that toilet that I do not want to put on a video. Okay, that was a journey from the airport on the subway to the hotel room. Checking in was fairly efficient. We had lots of paperwork there. Walter read the Google Maps upside down, but that was only for a brief moment. Then we got here. And now, as promised, Japanese toilet. Haven't done anything with it yet. Just walked into the room. I told you I wanted to see a Japanese toilet. So, we have these buttons, and it's anybody's guess. We have power on. I think that one lifts the lid. Then there's the temperature of the water. And then there's a leaf, which I have no idea what that's for. And I don't know what the other one, and there's a whirligig.
I might have to look it up on the internet.
So,
wait a minute. Does it say here? To use? No.
To use up the end of,
Then we have here flush.
Oh, I think it's translated. So the whirligig is flush. There's a heavy flush, a light flush, an econo flush, oscillate. Not sure what oscillate is. Buttons down here. Stop. Oh, rear, it shows you, and it's powdering your bum. And it's soft as well on your, I don't know, I think that's a soft sprinkle. I'm not sure. Then it does your front side. I guess that's for some other types of people. There's pressure and there's position. Okay. So do I manually, if I hit?
I don't think you should touch those buttons. I think you touch the buttons here.
Okay, so how does it turn on? What's this button do?
It may not lift the cover automatically. I don't know.
Oh, maybe not. Okay. Oh, there's a little thingy down in there. If I hit the water thing, are we going to flood the bathroom? Let's see. Let's do a Cono flush. Okay, that's a Cono flush. Okay. If we do the little spritzy thing, this one's soft.
Well, there's buttons on top and there's buttons here.
No, yeah, I know. These ones run, these up here.
Oh, yeah.
These ones run, the buttons down here.
Oh, okay.
So soft, I don't know if I should do this. Oh, that's a soft
the
flush.
Echo flush.
No, that's the soft, well, that's the Echo flush. Okay, it's the button down here. Sorry, I'm moving the camera all over the place trying to figure this out. It's not ready to go yet.
I wonder if it has a sensor for you.
Oh,
to
maybe
sit
you
down.
have to when you sit down on it. Well, we have to experiment tomorrow. I'll fill you in because I'm not going to show you me actually using it. Okay, I just used this toilet. I kind of figured out how it works. It's wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. The only thing is it doesn't automatically open up when you enter the room. And like I've seen on YouTube, and it has an oscillate setting, but I'm not sure what the oscillate is. So, yeah, but this bathroom, it's not huge, but nice. Look at all the amenities it comes with. Hairbrush, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that stuff. And this is the shower room because there's the shower head, there's a floor and a drain. So you basically shower right in here, or you can take a bath. So that's kind of interesting how that all works. So let's see the rest of the room. It's not a huge room. I think this is a pant press.
Yeah, it is.
I haven't seen one of those in years. And you can see that the room is not huge, but on either side of the bed, there are lots of USB outlets. I think there's not sure if there's USB-C or not. I can't tell from here.
I only have one here.
You only have one?
USB-A.
There's a bunch here. You sure you only have one?
No, there's one plus a plug.
Yeah, and if you look underneath the plug, there's a couple of slots. It looks like. Isn't there? Well, maybe not.
No, it's just.
It's just writing.
Yeah.
It's just the plug. Yeah. Okay. So there's one USB-A, and then just an outlet, plug outlet. So there's one of each size. That's okay. I can make that work. We do have a little sitting area here where you can see Walter's put his. My cameramanship right now is not very good because I'm tired. And yeah, but anyways, that. And then of course we have chest of drawers under here and television set. And we have a lovely view of the building next door.
We're on the 13th floor and all we see is the building.
Yeah, we're on the 13th floor and they have a little bag in here if you need to go shopping. I guess it's got something on, or maybe this is for towel collection bag. Oh, please place, I'm sorry, didn't get it in the shop. Please place used towels in this bag and hang it on the doorknob by 1:30 p.m. Okay, so you get clean towels whenever you need them that way. So it's a nice room. It's all air conditioned, of course, and there's the thermostat. Interesting lighting, very clean, very efficient in here as well. So, but that toilet, oh, I have to have a private discussion with Walter about it though, because there's something I need to tell him about that toilet that I do not want to put on a video. Okay, I should have started recording this before we started eating, but we went to the 7-Eleven, and here in Japan, 7-Elevens have all kinds of different food. So we went down, bought some water, bought some beer, and we bought these things. This is all that's left.
This is a very small corner. It was a big patty.
chicken patty.
of chicken patty, and this is the spicy one.
And
And we had one that was salty, but the salty one tasted just like KFC.
Yeah, boneless KFC. Actually, both are quite tasty. They're a little greasy, but they're not bad. And they're already hot when you buy them. So, yeah, so that's the last bite of that one. So you can eat that. And then we bought a couple of sandwiches. Now, everybody raves about two kinds of sandwiches here in Japan, at least on the internet. So Walter will get them out of our little fridge that's down here. And one of these sandwiches is the egg sandwich. Now, I don't know if it looks like egg salad, but it also looks a little different. So that's what it looks like.
And the bread is really, really, really soft.
Yeah, and this is a strawberry cream sandwich, or fruit
It's
sandwich.
a fruit sandwich.
Oh, so it's got something orange and some strawberry in it,
It
and
says it's got strawberry, mandarin orange, and yellow peach.
okay, and all done in a whipped cream.
Yeah.
So dessert sandwich, main course sandwich. So we're gonna try. Walter's gonna open up the egg sandwich first.
Figure out how to open it. This is
Some instruction is needed. Meanwhile, we both took showers, and as I told you earlier, the shower stall is separate from the tub, but it's all one room kind of a thing. Well, I almost blasted myself in the room because there's a bar, and when you put the bar up, it does the rainforest shower head.
it's very, 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 and the crusts are cut off.
Ooh, custard. Okay, take a bite and see what it tastes like.
Pull a piece off.
Does it taste like egg salad you make?
No, it's a little more mayonnaise-y, I think. But
Okay.
it's not bad.
Okay, well, I'm going to...
Very creamy, really soft.
okay,
Here,
I'll try this little piece here. Yeah, different flavor from what we're used to, but not bad. Actually,
Yeah, actually, I think,
tastes okay.
yeah.
I think it's the mayonnaise in
It
it.
doesn't
that-
taste very oniony.
No. It's very creamy. And the bread's very, very soft. And for those of you who don't like your crustless. Okay, try that. This is the fruit one. Well, just hunker right down on that, right? How's it taste? Oh, you like that? Okay, well,
And it tastes like there's whipped cream in it.
well, I think that's what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's whipped cream. I think that's real whipped cream.
Yeah, it is.
That's actually good.
Yeah.
Ooh, like that. Okay, so we'll give a thumbs up for the chicken. And there was other kinds of chicken in there they had as well. So maybe since we're really close to 7-Eleven, we may try some of the other ones at a later date. And I don't know what other kind of sandwiches they had.
Well, right now this pickings might have been a little slim because we're
End of the day.
Getting in towards the end of the day. So
Yeah, but and they do.
Apparently they refresh the sandwiches every day. So.
Yeah, every day they refresh everything and keep it there. You don't get stale stuff sitting there. And so both the sandwiches, I'm going to give thumbs up on both of those. So that's kind of a positive.
And the chicken was good.
Yeah, that's why I said, don't listen to
never
me.
mind.
Never mind.
Well, this is after our flight, so
We're a little out of it. So, yeah. So we're going to eat our sandwiches, drink some beer, and probably pass out. And we'll see you tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow?
We're going to go up to the Aksusa Temple. Actually, it's called it's called something else, but it's at Akusa Station. And walk around there a bit, and maybe go to Skytree. I'm not sure.
Yeah, with Skytree.
It's the CN Tower of
Oh.
Tokyo. And either that, or we're going somewhere tomorrow, and I want to check out where it was located. So
Yeah,
we're going to Team Labs tomorrow. So
Oh, are we going Team Lads too? Do we have a specific time we have to be there?
yeah, I can't remember. It's either 10 or 10:30. I think it's 10:30.
Okay, well, we'll have to get up. How far are we from Team Labs? Do we have to take a subway?
We
Or?
have to take a subway.
Okay, so we got to figure that out. Subway system, I'm a little iffy on. Well, no, not really. It's just the names. I mean, it works like any other subway system. You know, you find the end line and head towards it and, you know, get off somewhere between that and where you started from. But I'll be more comfortable with it after we've used it a little bit more. I'm just too tired today. And the train was crowded, although it was crowded. but people were quiet. People weren't pushing or shoving. So, you know, totally different from what's on, say, a New York subway system or the Toronto subway system. But anyways, I'm rambling now because I'm tired and I want to finish my sandwiches. I want to drink beer and pass out. So see you tomorrow. Okay, so this is our first breakfast while we're here. You come into this cafe, it's at our hotel, and you went to a machine and got a number, and then they come and they seat you according to your place on that number, and then you ordered from the menu. And the menu, of course, was all in Japanese, but they gave us an English menu too. Fairly simple to do. You order coffee, and it will come between 5 and 7 in the morning or something. No, is it between 5 and 7?
Between 7 and 11.
Oh, between 7-Eleven. Everything here is 7-Eleven. And you get this toast with your choice of egg salad or an egg or red bean paste, which is kind of what they use for jam. So we're trying red bean paste in the egg salad, and I got a cup of yogurt as well. Probably it's just plain, I don't know. He didn't ask. And we got 2 large American coffee, black, because we're not sure what the other coffees are yet. We haven't explored these. So first thing off like that, and they bring you a little wet towel, all rolled up in a little plastic bag to wipe your hands and everything like that. And it's very efficient. It's a very clean place. As you can see, that's what it looks like. I don't want to get people in the video, so. But that's what it looks like. Okay, that arrived very fast. So this is what you get. This is the toast, and you can see it's like buttered and looks very soft. And this is the red bean paste. That's the egg salad. This is my yogurt. Looks like it's a plain yogurt with maybe a honey on it. And then the coffees. Coffees are a good size. Well, we ordered large, but yeah. So, and then the bill. So what was the total bill?
$17.50.
$17.50. So that's. Oh, did you convert it already?
$750. So that's about $15. That's about $15.
That seems high. Because I thought that these were freebies.
Yeah. This was freebies, but the coffee's expensive.
Oh.
It's It was $7.60 for each coffee.
Oh, okay. So, coffee's expensive here. Okay, we're in a subway station here, and I thought I'd take this shot of what it looks like when there aren't people in it, because there's... I am on. You know, I have this thing on my back. It's called Walter. I can use the technology. Here comes the train. Here we go. So this is what inside a subway car looks like. Walter's nose right here. We're here on rush hour, but this fills up, then it empties out, and then fills up again. So, yeah, we have to figure that all out. But we're starting to learn how the system works. Well, Walter studied it for a while. I'm just on for the ride. Okay, we are outside of the Sensoji temple. And you can see lots of people here checking it out. And so what do we find in here?
I don't know, it's just a temple. And
it's just a temple.
They have shops all the way down there, but it looks like a lot of them aren't open yet.
Oh, well, it is what, 8:42?
Yeah.
And stores we seem to think don't open till 9. Well, maybe we should go over to the visitor center first and just see. Okay, so the visitor center is right here, and there's an free observation deck at the top.
It's closed too.
Oh, it's closed as well. Okay, we're too early for some things, I guess. Okay, we are inside the gates right now, and you can see there's all these shops and things, but none of them are open right now at this time. We're a little early, I guess. Definitely tourist trap, for sure. And I guess the main temple's down there at the end. So we'll make our way down there. And it looks like this place probably gets really busy
Yeah, I think
during the day.
they say come early because they get really busy.
Sorry, I'm a little bouncy today. So we are a little closer to the temple. You can see it here. And you can see the people, and this, I'm sure, is not anywhere close to the crowds that'll be here later. course, everybody and their dog is taking a selfie. I guess to prove to people they've been here. I don't need to prove it to you. I just do it through the video. Now there looks like there's places open in here. You're not supposed to go down the center because that's the path of the gods. So there's the one you see pictures of. In the surrounding area, there's little stores here. A little better shot.
And there you can do a thing where you get a fortune there.
Oh. Why do I want a fortune?
Yeah, I know.
I don't want my fortune. So we're on the steps of the temple, and here's looking behind us. You can come and worship here if you wish. And this is just outside of where we were. This is the gardens. This is a map of the gardens. You're down here at the bottom of it, I guess. So we'll go through. Beautiful. This is another temple right here on the grounds. It's called the Goshen. I'm not really sure what's inside. I think there's some 12 statues of Buddhas or something. You can see there is a line up. Not really sure if it's worth going to or not. I think it's free, but there are a lot of people here, and you may have to take off your shoes. I don't know. Walter's looking things up to see what the lay of the land is. Some geisha. Skytree's there. Okay, so we're making our way back to the visitor center, which should be open now. That's that tall building in the distance, but these are all the shops that were closed before. So tomorrow there's a big celebration here that attracts.
Wednesday.
That's tomorrow. Today is Tuesday.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well,
No, I
there's
meant
still.
Thursday, actually.
Okay, do you know?
No, I know. It's
No, you don't know.
tomorrow's the 13th. It's on the 14th that it starts. And it goes
Today?
all weekend.
Okay, fine. Anyways, what I was saying is that it just becomes like there's millions of people literally that come to it. So this is not the place to be during that. I mean, it's busy right now, and this is early in the day. So you can only imagine how more busy it gets as the day goes on. Okay, little school kids right there. Everybody's stopping to look at them. I guess I've never seen small children before. Must be a novelty here. Okay, you can get little peeks of them, but they're all like crowds all around them. But anyways, they're children. So we're up at the top of the visitor center. There's the Skytree in the distance there. We'll go with that later. And I guess we just walk around here. The temple we were in a few minutes ago in the distance. You can see all the people going down that way.
I should have just gone short.
Okay, Walter's just informed me that that big yellow thing up there is, we'll come around here and you get a better look at it, is what they call the golden hoop. And who calls it that, Walter?
I don't know. I can't remember what the history is. But, that's what it's called.
So that's it right there. I'll stop for a minute so it'll be level. Walter's way ahead of me, of course, as usual, because he never looks behind, sees if I'm coming or not. So just looking around streets here. This is not Tokyo Central that we're in. We're kind of on, I don't know, the northern part of Tokyo City, or?
Yeah, we're north.
But anyways, sky thing's over there behind that building. That's where we're headed. Okay, you want to get a fashion sense here? Take a look at those boots. Those boots were made for walking. Sorry, I'm jiggly. There's where we're going. We're early. Doesn't open for another 19 minutes. But hopefully we'll beat the crowds.
Well, or there's a big long line.
Well, that's a possibility too. Okay, go for 10:30. 10:30. Yeah, okay.
Hang on.
We're getting tickets online for this. Meanwhile, this is where you can rent a little charging bank for your cell phone. Then you return it and I guess you get your deposit back or whatever. So this is the entrance on the 4th floor to get in, and everything is done by time. So you can see right now they have 10 o'clock on there. It's about 10:15 at the moment. We've got tickets for 10:30. And then they let you through. So it's very much crowd controlled, which is probably a very good thing because as you can see, There are all kinds of tour groups here today. Probably most days there are. So we're just waiting until we can. So we're on the first level, the sky deck, and we have another level to go after we've done this one. You can see everybody that's here, quite a lot of people. Let's find a hole. So there you go, there's Tokyo. A little hazy. Of course, it could be the windows. Where is it?
Way down there.
Oh, I see it. There's an eye. Yeah, there. I don't know if it's going to show up. We're going to go for a ride. Oh, the obligatory shop. It's a huge city. How many million?
I have to look at that.
Was it 12?
No, it's like 32 million.
Oh my God. So this is a glass floor. I've seen better glass floors. That's great. Seems to me they have one say for a group over there. Okay, now we're at the very highest level. It's called the Temple Galleria. Very difficult to take pictures because everything is these girders in here. Yeah, I'm doing that. Thank you for your advice. Oh boy, you can see how big the city is. It's all
the temple we were at today.
Well, I can't see it from here because I'm not in position for it. Yeah, down there. Okay, see the temple. And where is it? Okay, let's find it here somewhere.
It's in the middle.
I see that. I know where it is. I'm just trying to find it in the viewfinder here. There it is. There it is, Planet County. There. That's where we were earlier. This whole floor winds around like a spiral. You keep going progressively up. Walter says somewhere over there is where we are staying. Where exactly? I don't know, but it's somewhere over there. what these dome things are. And it just goes on for miles and miles and miles. Okay, so as you can see, we are right under the Skytree. And we're having lunch out here in broad sunlight because all the shady spots inside are taken up. I mean, you might be able to force yourself upon people, but I don't like doing that. And we got food from these concession stands that are over here. Probably paid tourist price here.
These are pricey compared.
Yeah, we got sort of bento box. This is, Walter's got the pork chop bento box.
I already ate half of it.
He had half it before I forgot to take the picture or take the video. And I've got the chicken. And I've tried the pork. Pork is okay. There wasn't a lot of flavor to it. The chicken's all right too. Actually, it's not as good as the chicken we had from 7-Eleven last night, but I think it's a little different style. I'm not sure. And then it's got some kind of like vegetables and stuff in here. There is an egg under here somewhere.
I ate my egg. Oh, maybe you didn't get the egg.
No, I had an egg. Oh, wait, you ate? Okay, well.
I didn't eat that egg. I ate the one that's in here.
I didn't think I ate it. I thought I had one. Anyways, it doesn't really matter because I'm still, my opinion on the egg that they serve here is, if it's not egg salad, is they're kind of jellified, and I don't understand that.
No, what they've done is they soak it for a day or two in soy sauce.
Oh,
And
okay.
it causes the inside to jellify.
Okay, because the texture of it's kind of a thing. But I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it. We'll see. It's not horrible or anything like that, but you know,
Different.
we're trying to get used to this, and I've got chopsticks, and I just did something you're not supposed to do. I stuck my chopstick in the hanging of it, but you know, right now I don't care. Okay, so we're in the aquarium. I don't think these are sushi. My lens kind of went foggy just now. I don't know why.
Maybe it's humid in here.
Maybe, ooh, it's going real foggy. I'm not going to have any commentary on a lot of this because I think it's very nice just looking at them and listening to that background music. I don't think that that music will get me demonetized. But if it does, too bad. Trying to give you the feel for the whole thing here.
they have penguins.
Sợ có chút. Ê, mẹ, con đầu thôi.
Yeah.
of a small compound.
Yeah. Although there looks like there's a place for them to go down. And there's the diver. We're approaching the subway entrance that we want to take here. We're still at the Skytree Tower, but this is a shopping mall down here, so I just thought you might want to see what this might look like. And we are lost. Okay. I have no idea where we are. It's the Shin something district, isn't it? The Shinjuku. Yeah. Well, whatever. We're someplace. We're in this alley, and this is a little restaurant bar kind of a thing. So we both got large drafts, and we ordered octopus balls. Which, first of all, I didn't know octopuses had balls. But we'll see what that's all about, how that works out for things. So we've done a lot of traveling on the subway system today, and we've seen a lot of things. We're going to talk about these later on at the end of or maybe at the beginning of this video, and then we'll put you'll see everything, the highlights from the day later. P.S. on that food, we don't know what this is, but it came with food, and we're paying a table charge of $3.30 a person. So you know,
probably because we're just having beer.
Because we're just having beer. We should take it off. We're having octopus. That's food. So I don't know, but whatever. That's, I think, very common here. So these are the octopus balls, and they don't taste like I thought they would taste. They're kind of sweet. There's fish flakes on top of them. I haven't really tried the fish flakes. I kind of scraped them off. Maybe I should try them. Walter's trying one. Is it fishy? No taste to it at all?
A slight flavor, but if you didn't tell me, if I didn't know they were fish flakes, I wouldn't know.
No. And this we tried. The chicken's very dry. The little pickledy stuff that's on it though is okay. Not unpleasant. Different. This is different. I'm not sure if I like it or not. It almost, do you taste cinnamon?
No. It's like a soya type sauce on the outside.
Well, anyways, we'll continue. I'm making a smoothie at the 7-Eleven. You buy a cup of fruit and you put it in this machine. I had a very nice lady. She helped me out with this because it wasn't working at first, but I wasn't doing things in the right way. And what you see is a reflection of my shirt. You can hear it. It blends all together. This is the thing here. It takes 70 seconds, it says, to do it. Okay. Now still blending. Oh, we're done. There it is. Wow. I've got smoothie. Okay. Oops.